All right, for Saturday's workout, we're gonna be starting with tempo belt squats, okay? So one of the things you wanna make sure is that this handle is leaning on this top knob, all right, not on the bottom knob, all right? So I'm gonna come back over here. Gonna have to take a knee for this one. This belt's gonna go in the small of my back. I'm gonna clip the carabiner to the other part of the wire cable right there. I'm not hooking the carabiner to the carabiner, right? You'll see both of them are gonna attach through here. All right, I can hold on to here to pick me up. This is what I mean about where you want this. Sometimes you might be here. See, I have to stand on my tippy toes, and that might be there. Well, it's too tall for me. So for most people, that's gonna be a better spot. Again, let me bring that back down. See how much adjusting I have to do just to get this off of there. So it coming off of that is gonna be much more ideal. All right, so I'm up here. I'm gonna move that out of the way. I can load my plates on there to make it heavier as I get used to this movement. When I glance down, a starting position could be this cable is roughly maybe where my toes and the ball of the foot start, okay? Tempo is gonna be 4 seconds on the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the way up, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. So I'm not holding anything in the hole. As soon as I'm down with that 4th count, I'm coming right back up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One thing I really want to keep focus on is we're not going to start the squat pushing our butt back, chest low, or maybe we maintain this on the way down, but then when we come up, we push the butt back to come up. All right. We're trying to go straight down and straight up. All right. I'm going to focus on sending my hips between my heels for this one, making sure there's no deviation as I come up and come down. So a lot of core stability here. I want you to think about keeping your shoulders back and chest up. This is really, really difficult for you to maintain. You can hold like a 10-pound plate here, and that will help you keep your chest up and avoid your butt from drifting back. So again, 4 seconds on the way down, 4 seconds on the way up, and that's gonna be 5 sets of 4 reps, and each of those 4 reps has that 4-second descent and 4-second rise. Now how to get out, right? We talked about leaving it on that top knob there. I'm gonna take a knee, unbuckle one strap, and I can get out of there. Next movement you're gonna be doing is jumping overhead lunges. You're gonna be supersetting that back to back with your belt tempo squats, okay? So arms are just gonna have to be overhead for this one. Think like you're locking your arms out overhead, so we want the arms behind the ears, okay? Making sure it's not sending us into this position, and that's how we're doing our jumping lunges, okay? So your core is tight, sending the arms behind the ears. That's going to be 5 sets of 8 reps per leg on that one. Our next trio of exercises is going to start with single arm cable flies. So you're going to need a single handle, and I have that attached roughly to like right underneath my shoulder, right at the top of the pec, pretty much where dumbbell chest flies would go, that range of motion, okay? I'm just gonna stand to the other side of it when I do one arm, right? I'm gonna come out, push with the arm straight, and then from here, I'm gonna start with that single arm chest fly. I have a slight bend with the elbows, so I'm not too bent. I'm not completely locked out. I just have it unlocked. Again, I can go to the left a little bit if that range of motion doesn't quite feel right. If I'm too close or it's too far behind me, right, that cable's gonna get in my way, and then the resistance is just gonna be off. So that's why I kind of like being more to the side. So maybe this cable ends up being behind my hand when I'm in that stretch position. So somewhere right around there. This is gonna be 5 sets of 10 reps, right? All I'm gonna do is just now switch to the other side. Again, I can put whatever leg I want in the front. Start with the press, and then do a nice big hug from there. There you go, that would be a little bit better for me. I'm not rotating. I don't want to twist with this one. I'm going to keep my core nice and tight, making sure my body's not twisting at all. Our second exercise is going to be dumbbell chest press, all right? So going to be flat bench for this one, using dumbbells, right? I can kick them up to me on the way down. Now I got my shoulders tight, my core is set, ready for my chest press. Focusing on keeping them steady. They're not going to be all over the place, right? This is also going to be 5 sets of 10 reps. When I'm done, I'm going to lay them back on me. Okay, I don't want to bicep curl them down. I can hurt my shoulder, I can pull a bicep, I can tear my shoulder, right? I have seen that. So they go right back on my chest. Maybe I'm here with a buddy and they can take one from me, or I'm gonna use my legs, push the dumbbells back on top of my thighs how I got them, and I can put them on the floor after that. Our last movement is going to be single arm cable rope curl. So we're going to move our cable attachment all the way down. You're going to need a rope like this. There's 2 of them floating around. If you end up using the double handle, that will work as well, no problem, okay? So it's going to be more of a hammer curl style, right? I'm going to make sure the cable is beside me, not necessarily right in front of me. Step to the side a little bit. And I want to make sure from my shoulder to my elbow doesn't move. All right, so I'm not trying to pull the elbow up like this. I don't want it to come back like that. That's not what we want. I'm using my lats and my lower traps to lock that into place as I come up and down. This is going to be 5 sets of 10 reps per arm. Same thing, right? I'm going to come over to this side, making sure my shoulder is not moving around. Again, if I need to step back a little bit, I was a little too forward before and it would clank and touch every time. That's not what we're looking for. You want a fuller range of motion, so I'm going to back up just a little bit to create that.